Ciao ragazzi, vi rubo solo 2 secondi per ricordarvi di iscrivervi e di lasciare un bel mi piace. Grazie e buona visione.
They thought they had Christ in their grasp. They thought they could do with him as they pleased. Thus did they mutilate him and nail him to the cross. They laughed as he promised his vengeance would fall upon them. But he stayed true to his words. The earth they trod upon ran red with blood. The cities they resided in were engulfed by flames. Having witnessed their defeat, they hid amidst the faithful. They thought they would be safe. They were mistaken. Ever steadfast inquisitors, masters at discerning subtleties and signs, followed their trail. With the words of the scripture did they convert the heretics. With fire did they cleanse the witches. By their hands were the deceitful vampires impaled. In the name of Christ and for his eternal glory!
Welcome to Königstein, Master Inquisitor. My name's Bertram, the guard captain.
Mordimer Madderdin, licensed Inquisitor, in service to the Bishop of Hez-Hezron.
The Holy Office informed us of your arrival. I must admit that I'm surprised by the purpose of this visit. I don't believe there's a vampire lurking in Königstein. There hasn't been a recorded sighting of one in these parts for what must have been a century.
That doesn't mean there isn't one here.
Fair enough. That's why my men and I will do our best to assist you. As far as we are able to, of course.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm just following the mayor's orders, so it's him you should be thanking, not me. If you wish to express your gratitude personally, go to the fair. He's attempting to raise funds there today. My men will show you the way. Now, please excuse me. I need to check on the outposts at the other gates.
You were right. He's an Inquisitor. I told you. I spotted the Inquisitor's insignia right away. Only they can wear those.
Bloody dog catcher.
Quiet, fool, or you'll bring trouble on our heads.
The captain mentioned there's a fair currently being held in town. Where exactly?
In the town square. You can't miss it, Master. But be wary of ruffians. Those sons of whores are always lurking near the stands.
Do you know anything about a vampire? One is supposedly lurking around these parts.
I haven't heard anything. How about you?
Me neither.
Daredevils who don't shy away from a challenge. A tournament is being held to win the favor of the queen of last year's Mama's Parade. The winner will have the honor of entertaining the beautiful Liliana during the Mummers Parade, which will begin tomorrow after the Vespers service, as is customary. Anyone can try their luck. The entry fee is but 1 silver angel. Reach into your purses. The collected funds will go toward building a new monument to Christ Triumphant. One majestic enough to eclipse that piece of trumpery from Phoebus. Well, well, the Inquisitor himself graces us with his presence. I'm happy to see you, Master. I am Guido von Herzen, the town's mayor.
It is nice to meet you, Mayor.
What is your name, Master?
Mordimer Madderdin.
Mordimer. I'll be sure to remember that.
Emissaries of the Holy Office rarely visit us. I do hope that Captain Bertram gave you a proper welcome. He's a soldier through and through. He can come off as blunt and boorish, but I've yet to meet a better soldier.
His behavior was befitting of a guard commander. He brought you no shame.
Excellent. I'll gladly speak to you later, but now I must attend to a certain matter. And the tournament, of course.
I only wish to thank you for offering assistance in catching the vampire.
If you truly wish to thank me, take part in the tournament. You'll be mixing business with pleasure.
I shouldn't waste time on idle merriment. Although, since the monument to Christ Triumphant is at stake, add my name to the list.
I'm so happy! The other contestants looked insufferably boring, but you're something else. I noticed it immediately.
Well, I'm far from ordinary.
You'll be the king of the Mummers Parade, which necessitates that you wear the proper attire. Not far from here, there's a merchant who deals in fancy clothing. Buy a costume from him, even if it's only a mask. Meanwhile, I'll attend to my errands. I will see you later.
Upon reaching Golgotha, the centurion in command of the legionnaires gazed upon Jesus and said, "Hop up onto the cross I've set up for you." Jesus obeyed the command, as he didn't want the centurion's work to have been for naught. However, his time upon the cross was brief. It's pretty uncomfortable up here. He longed for his freedom, so he broke the patibulum and leapt to the ground. "You destroyed my beautiful cross! Woe upon you!" The centurion threw himself at the Messiah, sword in hand, but Jesus did not allow him to strike.
He who raises the cross dies by the cross.
He seized the broken arm of the cross and struck first. Emperor Tiberius became wroth upon learning that. He decided to deal with Christ personally. "You killed my loyal servant. It'll cost you your head. That I swear."
Here's my payment.
Jesus snatched the centurion's sword and cut off Tiberius's head, thus fulfilling the oath and payment of one head.
The Emperor is dead. Long live Jesus Triumphant, our Lord and everlasting King!
And that is how Christ claimed the throne of the Empire.
It's the same punk who robbed me. The hag must have bathed in perfume. Made me lose the scent.
Got you! It's not him.
Let go! It hurts!
Show me what's in your hand first. I saw you take it from a town person's cart.
It's just an apple.
What's your name? And where are your parents?
I'm Amelia. And my parents and siblings are dead. They all died 2 years ago from the plague of pox.
So, who looks after you now?
Nobody. I don't need anyone looking after me. I can look after myself.
By stealing.
I was hungry.
You won't fill your belly with just anything.
What are you gonna do with me? Hand me over to the guards?
Give the apple back and be off. Just don't tell anyone you stole it. It would be better if you said it fell from his cart. Off you go then, and eat your fill.
It's the Inquisitor.
Welcome, Master Inquisitor. How can I be of service?
Inquisitor? Well, we're colleagues then. Name's Roland, Master Executioner.
We are no colleagues. I'd like to buy a mask for tomorrow's parade.
Hold your horses there, Inquisitor. I was here first. Well, merchant, do you have any garb worthy of an executioner?
For you, Master Executioner, I have something special. Here are the mask and costume of the Merry Executioner from Tianon.
The butcher who disappeared off the face of the earth a few years ago?
He was a devil. So devils dragged him under. He's sure to be dancing in hell as we speak.
Poppycock! Piss off, or I'll give you a good lashing.
How did the mask of the Merry Executioner from Tianon find its way to a merchant's stand?
Look at it, Inquisitor! Beautiful, isn't it?
What did you dig up there, friend?
It's been a while since I've had a vision. Why would Christ decide to send me one now? What is it he wanted to tell me?
What's with you, Inquisitor? You seem at a loss for words. I bet you'd like to buy the costume of the Merry Executioner for yourself. Absolutely not. I was first.
Damned headsman. He paid with gold he got from a convict on the scaffold. I saw the wretch put a coin in his hand, begging for one clean cut.
What do you mean? Didn't it take him 3 swings to behead the man?
The butcher revels in cruelty. Supposedly, he lost his position as royal executioner. You're better off taking your own life than letting him lay his mitts on you.
From where did you get the mask and costume of the Merry Executioner from Tianon? I knew him, so I know that he considered the jester costume a shameful symbol of degeneration and brutishness, which is why he hid it. No one knew where.
I bought it, Master.
Where? And from whom? Talk!
An old lady sold it to me. One I met on the road, leading through the woods. I saw her dog digging out the Merry Executioner's outfit. I'd seen the man many times in the past, so I immediately recognized the mask. I paid a fair price for it.
The scoundrel's hiding something. I can feel it. This looks like a dog's bedding. If memory serves, the old lady called it friend. It's worth a try. Friend!
Shut your mouth, mutt! Or I'll beat you so bad you don't have the strength to lick your wounds!
Leave it alone, brat. Our Lord treated lesser creatures with love and respect. You'd be wise to do the same.
Take it, sir. Pop told me to teach the dog discipline. I was only doing what he told me.
Something stinks here. No one names a dog friend if they want to sell it. Where did you get it from?
We bought it from an old lady we met in the woods.
Come on, friend. You're coming with me. I guess the town's treasury must be empty if you have to raise funds personally.
No, Master Madderdin, it's not as bad as that. The holiday tournament and fundraiser are simply old customs. Sadly, citizens of Königstein are beginning to suffer from poverty. There are fewer and fewer daredevils willing to join in the revelry. And this year, our goal is a lofty one indeed. However, I'm not certain if the funds we raise will be enough to achieve it.
Surely the Cardinal will boast your finances. After all, we're talking about building a monument to Christ Triumphant.
I wish I could believe that. Unfortunately, His Eminence considers generosity on par with wastefulness.
Hey children, have you heard any rumors about a vampire?
A vampire? What's that?
It's a monster. Granny said it has long fangs and can fly. And he likes to drink blood.
Blood? Why blood?
To live a long time.
So, maybe my grandpa is a vampire? He's got to be 100 years old. Why are you laughing? Gosh, what a lovely dog! What's it called?
Friend.
Stop it, friend. Stop.
He likes you. He's yours.
Really?
Take good care of him.
Hear that, friend? Will you come with me? Thank you. Let's go.
Our Father, who art our King, bereave us of our weakness, lest we forgive those who trespass against us, and draw out evil from darkness, so we may be vanquished in thy name. Amen.
Should have sold me the mask and costume when I was asking nicely, witch. You're probably wondering how I knew you for a witch, hmm? Your amulet betrayed you.
We'll meet again, knave.
I don't think so.
Farewell, friend.
You lied to me, merchant. You didn't buy the Mary Executioner's costume. You took it from the old lady that you burnt at the stake.
How do you know all this?
You can't hide the truth from an Inquisitor. Didn't you know that?
Forgive me, Master. I didn't want to speak of it in front of my customers. They wouldn't buy my wares if they heard... she was a witch. A real witch. I did a good deed by killing her. You would have done the same in my place.
The mandrake amulet you took from her has to be destroyed. Give it to me. The Holy Office does not tolerate lynching. Only licensed Inquisitors are allowed to sentence people to the stake, and only after a thorough investigation. You are not a licensed Inquisitor, are you? Guards!
Yes, Master?
The merchant violated an inquisitorial prerogative. Take him to the dungeon.
Leave me be! I haven't done anything wrong! She was a witch!
Get your fucking hands off my father, you scoundrels!
Mouthy punk was tormenting the dog. Put him in the stocks for an entire day. Let the children throw some horse dung at him. It'll teach the punk to treat lesser creatures with respect.
With pleasure, Master.
Ah! Ow! Ow!
And what about the stand?
In the name of the Holy Office, I hereby confiscate the merchandise to cover the costs of your trial. Seal this lousy stand once he's locked in a cell. Unless the people steal everything by then.
No. I beg you. It's all I have.
Is your wine any good?
Finest Rhenish vintage, Master Inquisitor. Sweet as the body of a virgin, and strong to boot.
Sure it's not diluted?
By the nails and thorns, would I mix delectable Rhenish wine with water? Why, that would be criminal. I'd sooner cut off my own hand. That'll be 5 silver angels.
That is a truly noble beverage. So take 6. The Holy Office is paying.
There you are. Do you have the mask?
I didn't find anything to my liking.
Then we'll just have to think of something. Now come. You'll walk me home. On the way, you'll tell me why you were dispatched to Königstein. If it's not a secret, that is. Let's get out of here.
Stand behind me!
Damn robbers! Kill them! In the name of the Lord!
Redcoats, legate!
We are grateful for the rescue. You've arrived just in time.
Such was God's will. Who were the assailants?
I don't know. Didn't recognize any of them.
I know that one from the harbour. Must have been part of that gang.
We've been looking for you, mistress. The Cardinal asks that you come to the cathedral post-haste. You? I don't know. Who are you?
Mordimer Madderdin, licensed Inquisitor, in service to the Bishop of Hezron.
Forgive the insistence, Master Madderdin. Welcome to Königstein. I shall inform the Cardinal of your arrival. His Eminence is currently preoccupied, but he will certainly wish to speak with you later. Come to the cathedral between the first and second tolling of the bells for Vespers. It is the time of day when the Cardinal talks to worshippers. Do not worry about the bodies of these villains. The town guard will dispose of them.
Tell the Cardinal that I will be there.
Please forgive my brusqueness, Mordimer. This assault made me lose my composure. Sadly, I must leave you here. Duty calls. I'll see you tomorrow at the Mama's Parade.
Duty? Then she works for the Cardinal. Good to know.
Spare me, sir. I beg you. I have children.
Who sent you after me?
A woman eyed us in the harbour. She wore an expensive Venetian mask, so I didn't see her face. But her voice seemed familiar. She was wearing white gloves and paid with silver.
Do you know who I am?
Inquisitor! The whole town's been talking about you.
And yet you decided to come after me.
A man can't say no to coin when he's got none to feed his children.
Have you heard anything about a vampire?
It's what the noble folk call us. The have-nots. They say we suck the town and its funds dry. But it's been years since anyone's heard of any actual vampires.
Death must fall upon those who would raise their hand against the servant of God. For it is what Jesus vengeful teaches us to do to our tormentors. Strange coins. Call the town guards.
We've already sent for them, Master.
What's everyone staring at?
Someone murdered the harlot.
Merciless Mary. It's horrible.
Just thinking about it. Give this to the owner of the Frisky Mermaid Inn. Tell him to prepare a room for me for the night. There's a silver angel in it for you if you do a good job. Twisted ankle. The poor girl tried to run away. Scratched knees. They weren't the cause of death for sure. Nails and thorns. Her kidneys were cut out. A piece of cloth. Could it belong to the murderer? Bruise on the face. Probably made by an aggressive client. A blunt force wound. It appears someone knocked her out first. Maybe someone saw something.
Don't hurt me, sir. I did nothing wrong.
So why did you run? Get up! You're coming with me. And don't try to run, or you'll feel my sword. Hey, you there! Get over here!
Yes, Master?
Where's Captain Bertram?
Interrogating guests at the inn.
Who's this bum? And how did he get his hands on a cardinal soldier's coat?
I hope we'll find that out soon enough. Watch him. I must have words with your commander.
I'm innocent, Master.
Shut your mouth, you filthy bastard! No one's asking your opinion.
Where were you at that time?
Here, Carl can vouch for me. I was having a beer with him.
It's true. It's true.
Captain!
Forgive me, Master, but I don't have time right now.
I know what happened. I saw the corpse. I came because I managed to detain a pauper who was behaving suspiciously near the crime scene. Your men are guarding him outside.
Off with you.
He was wiping blood from this dagger.
A strange blade. I've never seen any of its ilk.
Nor have I. That is why we must approach this case with due diligence. Especially because the murder bears the marks for a ritualistic killing.
Ritualistic?
The victim's kidneys were removed.
How horrid.
That's not all. The suspect was wearing a coat like those worn by the cardinal's soldiers.
A pauper? How is that possible?
I assure you that a thorough interrogation will help us determine the facts. I would like to conduct it personally, preferably in a place that's meant for such purpose.
As you wish, Master. I shall lock the suspect in the dungeons.
One more thing, Captain. I came to the defense of a lady named Liliana today. We were assaulted by robbers in an alley.
The commander of His Eminence's soldiers informed me about the incident. He failed to mention Liliana, though. Odd. Residents of Königstein know the girl serves the Cardinal. They also know that His Eminence doesn't tolerate attacks on his people.
Attend to this pauper, Captain. I wish to talk to Master Madderdin in private.
Is something wrong with you?
It's just garlic. My stomach doesn't agree with it, and the innkeeper uses rather excessive amounts of it. Ooh. Luckily, the wine provides a measure of relief. Sit down, please. I would like to talk about the task that brought you here, Master. Do you really believe there's a vampire hiding in town? It's absurd. There hasn't been a vampire attack recorded around here for nearly a century. I would know if it were otherwise.
I assure you that I wouldn't have been dispatched to Königstein if there weren't grounds for it.
Preposterous. I believe the Holy Office should look into a different matter. Strange events have been taking place here for some time now.
Meaning?
For years now, the town's been the setting for a dispute between the Cardinal, whom the have-nots hate, and the universally adored Countess Isabella. The harlot's murder may be a part of that conflict, as could be the assault on Liliana. I have my suspicions, but no concrete proof. I know that the Cardinal keeps his secrets in an office that only his monks can access. I've also managed to ascertain that there's a secret chamber at the Countess's palace. My spies were not able to infiltrate it, but you, Master, you just might. Should you accomplish it, the truth would be revealed.
What truth?
As I have already said, all I have are suspicions, but the inn is not a good place to talk about this. These walls have ears. I must leave town today, so let us meet at the City Hall in 2 days' time. By then, you'll have become acquainted with the case. If you decide I'm right, I'll introduce you to my Persian and tell you everything I've managed to find out so far.
Your Persian?
Yes, my Persian. The only one I trust. What say you, Master?
This is not why I came here. But all right. Perhaps we'll catch 2 birds with 1 stone.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Your station as Inquisitor should guarantee your safety, but proceed cautiously nonetheless. Just in case, I'll announce that you're helping the captain catch the harlot's killer. It will explain your interest in the case. See you in 2 days, Master Madderdin.
Master Madderdin, I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
I serve at your pleasure, Your Eminence.
I see that you do not lack good manners and humility. They are praiseworthy virtues.
One must know one's place in line.
That is true. I received notice of your coming to Königstein, the Holy Office and a letter. They spoke highly of you, and I see it was not idle praise.
I am but a simple Inquisitor, striving to execute the Lord's will.
Meek and modest. You surprise me, Master Madderdin. I heard about the unfortunate incident with the bandits. I'm pleased my soldiers arrived in time. I presume you will not suffer any more unpleasantness. But God helps those who help themselves. I venture you don't carry shearskin, or you would have used it. After all, there is no better weapon for fighting in the town's narrow alleys. Please accept this as a gift, then.
You possess shearskin, Your Eminence. It was my belief that only Inquisitors were allowed to use it.
Well, not only, as you can see. It was the Pope himself who gifted it to me years ago. I don't have much of it, but I will share what little I have with my brother in faith.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
Let me introduce you to my friend Ingvar.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Master Inquisitor. I am Königstein's chief herbalist and medic. I am at your service, should you have need of me. For now, however, do satisfy the local custom and pick a card. We ask this of every person meeting His Eminence for the first time. It is our way of verifying that they don't bear us any ill will.
Verifying? In what way exactly?
I know what you're thinking, Master Madderdin, but you are mistaken. It is not witchcraft. It is the deck of Saint Timerius, whose sepulchre can be found in the cathedral. I entrusted this artifact to the Venerable Ingvar. The cards reveal the truth about people. They're ordinary in appearance, but once a person reaches out for one, the image painted on it immediately changes to reveal their true nature. Try and see for yourself.
Well, as long as they're the cards of a saint.
Carte blanche. Intriguing.
I must get back to the clinic. Until we meet again, Master Madderdin. Soon, I hope.
Damn beggars. Get rid of them. Let's go, Master Madderdin. I will show you around the cathedral.
The pleasant aroma of incense. How it differs from the stench of the street.
I brought it here from the Holy Land.
Does your eminence know anything about the vampire hiding in town?
Regrettably, I cannot assist you in this matter. If I knew anything, I would have reported it to the Holy Office. I did hear the common folk in the harbor blabber about bloodsuckers, but I'm certain they were referring to the nobility. That is their name first, isn't it?
I'm waiting, Master Inquisitor.
A harlot was murdered today near the Frisky Mermaid Inn. The manner in which the deed was done is reminiscent of a ritual, which is why the mayor asked for my help in capturing the perpetrator. A witness saw a suspicious person in a red coat, like those worn by your eminence's soldiers.
If you are suggesting that one of my men did it, you are mistaken. They're good Christians. I am convinced of their innocence. The harlot must have gotten on someone's bad side, likely a competitor whom she'd been poaching customers from. They, too, like to don themselves in crimson, defiling the cardinalitial colors.
Has your eminence ever laid eyes on a dagger such as this? It was found at the scene of the crime.
Sadly, I have not. But I will gladly take it and ascertain its origin.
I am sorry, Your Eminence, but I cannot give it to you. It is the murder weapon that could have been used to perform a forbidden ritual. I will need it during my investigation. Does the name Reuchlin mean anything to you, Your Eminence? Johannes Reuchlin.
Of course. He was the predecessor of our medic, the Venerable Ingvar. He died suddenly a year ago, so he couldn't have murdered the courtesan.
There's much talk in town about the Countess. It was my impression that the common folk adore her. I heard rumors that your eminence has been in conflict with her.
Isabella has been working to undermine my authority for many years. It wouldn't surprise me at all to learn that she was behind the harlot's murder. You should look into her dealings, Master Madderdin. I know that Isabella has an interest in strange items, such as the dagger you found at the crime scene. Who knows? Maybe she uses them to perform pagan rites. You said yourself that the murder was ritualistic.
Will your eminence allow me to avail myself of the library's resources? Sometimes the matters that come to light in the course of an investigation merit a thorough analysis.
Naturally. I shall instruct the monks to give you access to anything you need. Will you stay for Mass, Master?
Apologies, Your Eminence, but we Inquisitors prefer to pray in silence and solitude. It is how God allows us to see the truth.
Yes, I heard about that. We simple clergymen should learn that from you. Where then do you plan on praying today?
Every place is a good place to pray, Your Eminence.
I won't keep you from your duties then, Master.
Welcome, Master Inquisitor.
In which cell is the prostitute's murder suspect being held?
You'll have to ask Executioner Roland. He's in charge around here. You'll likely find him in the torture chamber.
Fear, blood, excrement, and death. All dungeons stink the same. By the Lord's sword! Roland put on the costume of the Merry Executioner. He even put on the mask.
The Inquisitor is stopping by. The costume's sure to catch his eye. I put it on. I climbed inside. But my true nature, I won't hide. All I wanted was to see what the Tianan man had felt when at dawn he donned this pelt. Now I know of his past glory. 'Cause the mask told me the story. The reason for his state of merry was the mask he kept on wearing. It puts rhymes right in your noggin. Gives ideas about some flogging. How to make your victim hurt. Where to poke to make him squirt. You'll be having so much fun, you won't even miss the sun. Wait a moment. Wait a... spell. Something brought him to this hell. If you're here to spill some guts, I might go a little nuts. This right here is my domain. I decide who brings the pain.
He's rhyming like the Merry Executioner. Has he gone mad? Or is he just pretending? I'm only here to interrogate the prisoner, Master Roland.
calls us master. Such elation. Sits to watch in admiration. How a man of unmatched skill makes the convict promptly spill.
Stay yourself, Master Roland. I don't believe torture is necessary.
Yeah, I'll go off to scoff and snort, since you took away my sport.
Where did you get the coat and the dagger?
Some woman threw them away, I swear. First, she got rid of the dagger, and shortly after, the coat. I was in the outhouse and saw everything through a hole in the door. The only thing I didn't see was her face. I put on the coat because it still gets chilly during the evenings. And I took the dagger to sell to the Countess. She likes strange items like this. She sends her servant girls to the harbor to fetch them for her. Usually the dark-skinned one, Nontal. Her girls are easy to make out because they wear silver necklaces, each with a purple stone in them. It's how merchants know to serve them first.
Did you know the murdered harlot?
No, sir. I only saw her a few times soliciting customers in the street. The cursed harlot would undress without shame. They're all the same. One day they'll be our doom, damned bitches! Because of them, our fate will be that of Adam in paradise!
Did you kill the courtesan? Tell the truth. Remember that Inquisitors can tell if someone is lying.
I didn't do it, sir! I swear!
Ha! They all swear right from the start. But then, they have a change of heart.
You lie! Tell me what really happened, or I'll give you to the executioner.
Be quiet now. We'll get to talking. I can't wait to come a-knocking.
I'm telling the truth, and I swear!
I don't think he's lying, but it's worth double-checking anyway in the world. Take me to an empty cell, Master Roland. I shall reflect on this wretch's words by devoting myself to prayer.
I'll take you where you wish, my lord. A peaceful cell to hang your sword. Pray as long as you desire. Your companion here's expired.
We have a comedian. Is there no other cell?
I have victims beyond measure. There's no place to suit your pleasure.
So be it then. I shall pray in here. Meanwhile, watch the prisoner. But don't you dare touch him.
Guarding folks is one great chore. If you do it, you'll get bored. Think I'd rather just be naughty and treat this order like the potty.
Luckily, this one doesn't stink yet. Our Father, who art our King, bereave us of our weakness, lest we forgive those who trespass against us, and draw out evil from darkness, so we may be vanquished in thy name. Amen.
What is this dagger? And why is it all bloody? God unmerciful! What have I done? What is this? Oh, God!
Wayward woman! Where's the dagger? What have you done with it?
Who said that?
It looks ordinary, like a dagger. But there must be something more to it if I manage to use it in the Underworld. I wonder what else it could be used for. The Papa wasn't lying. He has to be released.
There you are, Mordimer! While to God you have been praying, all this time, I have been playing. Impossible! Go, sound hell's bells! An alien life form in him dwells.
How did it happen?
I caught some rats. Yes, quite a lot. Put them all into a pot. Added heat to make them eager. Yes, to feast on, although meager, flesh and blood and all the innards that gave life to this here sinner.
You should be beheaded for this!
Rats are all you'll be beheading, if you pluck them from their bedding.
The Papa was innocent.
You're not pleased with the results. I do admit to certain faults. Before long, I will do better. When you see it, you will cheer, knowing that I have no peer.
He doesn't care about what he's done in the slightest. And he keeps rhyming. He's either gone mad, or by the nails and thorns. When I first came here, Roland said that the Merry Executioner's mask was putting ideas and rhymes in his head. Could it be cursed? There's only one way to find out.
Want to strip me of my mask? That won't be an easy task. Catch me first, dear Mortimer. Although, I do believe you'll err. I shall make him disappear! Tis a trick! The search ends.
Executioner Roland? Where are you? It's me, Amelia.
The girls brought me my repast. I must thank her for this deed. I'll teach her what it is to bleed. First, I'll lock her in a cell to enjoy a dead man's smell.
Oh, we meet again. Ah! Ah!
Where's he gone?
I don't know. All he said was that he must prepare his table and tools. Then he disappeared. Release me!
Plotting mischief, I can tell. If he means to cause me trouble, I'll just have to cause him double.
I know the way out! Follow me! This way!
My oh my!
Follow me!
Step back! Damn it!
This way! Lift me up! I'm here!
Here I come, my
It's
little
stuck! Done! Master Inquisitor! Hurry up!
What the hell? Let go!
No! Let me out of here! I'm...
Guilty! Guilty! That I know!
Chop chop, Inquisitor! Chop chop! Here, the door! He's coming! Hurry! He's close!
Listen here, Inquisitor. I can't take this anymore. I've lost my cheerful disposition. So now it's time for it.
By the Lord's sword. He's barricaded himself from the inside. I have to talk to the guard captain. Maybe his men will be able to remove the mask from the executioner's face. I'll walk you home.
I don't have a home.
Where do you live then?
Here and there. There are many places in town to spend the night safely.
Where do you get the money for clothes and food?
All over. I do odd jobs. Sometimes I'll find something or get something from someone.
And sometimes you'll steal something, eh?
Sometimes.
Life on the street isn't easy.
I'm not one to complain. I'm not the only foundling in the world, you know. Others are worse off.
You're quite the little scamp, aren't you? I know it's not easy for you. I was an orphan too.
I turn here. See you later, Inquisitor.
See you later, scamp.
I have your room ready and waiting upstairs, Master Inquisitor.
Pour us 2 ales, innkeeper. I'm paying.
I interrogated the pauper in the dungeons. He proved to have been innocent.
Did you release him?
I didn't make it in time. Executioner had starving rats gnaw their way through his belly.
Excuse me, what?
He's wearing an odd mask. I fear there's a curse on it that pushed him to do it. I wanted to get it off his face, but the devil barricaded himself in the dungeons. Mind sending your men?
I'll get to it, but only after tomorrow's Mummers Parade. All sorts of cranks have come to town for it. They're all drinking and brawling. I have to maintain order, but I don't have enough men.
I'd prefer you to attend to it immediately.
I don't have the men, Inquisitor. All I can do is close off the entrance to the dungeons to keep the executioner from leaving.
So be it then. Thank you for treating me, Captain. Next time I'm buying.
Wake up, Inquisitor! Wake up, Inquisitor!
Oh, what do you want, scamp?
The silver angel you promised me?
You couldn't wait until I was awake.
But you are awake.
Ugh. And I was starting to like you. Catch.
The innkeeper said to tell you that he's made you a meal.
Tell him I'll be right down.
Welcome, Master Inquisitor. You slept well, I trust.
Not bad. Isn't that a Munich-made dagger used by the Landsknechts?
I see you know your arms, Master. It is a memento from my time in the Emperor's army. It never leaves my side. Sit at the table. I shall bring your food. The wife made you some pear-stuffed pike.
Smells exquisite.
Do you need anything else?
Information. Did you know Johannes Reuchlin?
Of course. He was a regular here. Usually sat alone in the corner with a jug of the cheapest wine. Folks called him a penny pincher. Rightly so, I think, as he never tipped me.
What else do you know about Reuchlin?
He was friendly with the Cardinal. He also spent a lot of time with his student, Ingvar, who took over his duties. Spent a few years in Kievan Rus. Supposedly he was doing research there that's forbidden in the Empire, but I don't know how much truth there is to that. He was a good medic. People knew and valued him, but nobody came to the funeral. Ingvar suspected that Reuchlin had died of an infectious disease. He feared that the plague would spread around town, which is why only a few monks took part in the ceremony.
What can you tell me about this coin?
Looks to be a widow's penny. They used to be minted in Königstein a long time ago, before the line appeared on the town's coat of arms. It was one of these coins that gave us the remains of Saint Terentius Rufus. I never saw anyone pay with them.
Have you ever seen a dagger such as this?
No, my lord. Many travelers stay here. I've seen many a weapon, but none such as this. It seems old. Ask the brothers Finkelstein about it. They're triplets that trade in antiques at the harbor, where they've got a warehouse. You won't have trouble picking them out, as they quarrel constantly.
Have you heard anything about a vampire?
You mean there's a vampire in Königstein? Christ, unmerciful. Protect us with your sword.
Thank you, Innkeeper. You were very helpful. Little thief. You won't get away from me again, stinker.
1,000 souls with your...
Brand the little shit with a red-hot iron. Maybe that'll teach him not to steal. I'll return the pouch to the monk.
As you wish, Master.
Well, lad, we're about to fry your cheeks.
I believe this is yours, Venerable Father.
I don't know how to thank you, Master Inquisitor. This is all I have in this world.
You don't look like a member of the local order.
That is true, for I am not. I am Lothar, one of the seekers of truth in divine revelations. We are a small and poor congregation. There are but a few of us in the whole empire.
What brings you to Königstein?
The local library and its bountiful book collection. I will spend the next few days there. Should you need any help, that's where to find me.
Shut your traps! We've got a customer. How can we be of service, Master Inquisitor?
They say you're experts on antiques.
'Tis all we trade in, Master. We are but humble merchants.
Can you tell me anything about this dagger?
Blades like these were used by the guardsmen who fell at the side of Emperor Valens in the Battle of Adrianople. The Visigoths traded their weapons to the Persians. It's likely Vikings who brought it to the north of the continent.
The fuck are you on about? What guardsmen? What Vikings? It's clearly an athame, a ceremonial dagger used by the Kievan Rus's witches. Very old, to be sure. In my opinion, it belonged to the Julebes. It probably made its way here as a spoil of war.
You don't know anything, lamb chops. An athame should have a black hilt, and this dagger doesn't have one. It's a Crimean blade, probably used by their medics to draw blood.
"'Tis nice to see you again, fair nontle."
The Countess's trusted servant. She's wearing the necklace with the purple stone that the Papa mentioned. I believe I saw one like it in my vision, and in the Homeworld.
Spare me the pleasantries. I am not impressed by courtship. I am interested only in your merchandise.
As ever, beautiful, cold, and blunt. Sadly, we have nothing new. Our ship hasn't yet come to harbour.
What about this dagger? It looks interesting. I'm sure the Countess would like it.
I'm sorry, but it is not for sale. However, I would be honored if the Countess would meet with me.
Well, well. The Inquisitor. The town bustles with rumors about you. The Countess has been very busy of late, but I'm sure she will not refuse an emissary of the Holy Office. Expect a messenger with a note. Master Madderdin.
Lovely lady, isn't she?
All right then. We had us a chat, but did no business. Care to buy something, Master?
That's right, Inquisitor. Have a look at our wares.
Hello, Master Madderdin. I am Brother Marrow, the librarian. I was told that you might stop by. What can I help you with?
Where do these stairs lead?
To the Cardinal's office and chambers, in which we keep priceless books and scrolls. Some of them written by the apostles themselves.
You keep such precious relics here. Why aren't they guarded?
Oh, but they are. We have 2 excellent guards. The first one is the lock on the doors to this library, as it was fashioned by a master of his craft. Those doors will not open without a special key. The second is His Eminence's hands.
Hands? Sounds mysterious.
Exactly as it is meant to sound, Master Madderdin.
Could I take a look in there?
Of course, as long as the Cardinal agrees to it.
I'm looking for a treatise on ancient weapons.
I'm sorry, Master, but you will find no such book here. We do not deal in matters of the military or arms. They are the domain of other orders.
Might I look over the book collection?
Of course. A messenger from the Countess has a message for you, Master Madderdin. He's waiting by the entrance.
How did he find me here?
'Tis a small town.
Hello, Master Inquisitor. The Countess has invited you to her palace.
When?
Immediately.
Tell her that I'll arrive shortly.
Leaving already, Master?
I shall return soon.
The doors of the library remain open to you. I won't close them until the second toll of the bells calling for Vespers.
Hi, Scam. What brings you here?
Nothing. Wandering the town aimlessly. And you? Where are you off to?
You need to know everything, huh? I'm going to the Countess's palace.
There is a shortcut there.
Here at last, Inquisitor. Follow me. You took your time getting here, making us wait.
I didn't know I was supposed to hurry.
Your arrogance will one day be your undoing, Inquisitor.
Does that worry you?
Quite the contrary.
I get the feeling that you're not fond of me.
How did you figure that out?
Well, I have a few talents.
I wonder what they are.
One of them would please you greatly.
I don't think so. Wait here. I'll notify the Countess of your arrival. I doubt you'll be interested in the displays gathered in the palace, but have a look at them if you'd like.
Hello, Master Madderdin.
Countess?
Let us walk in the garden. I've heard many good things about you, Master Madderdin. It is said you are the pride of the Holy Office. Educated, intelligent, And ruthless. Did I leave anything out?
I am an Inquisitor, my lady. I do not feed on flattery.
So you're direct as well. Let us get to the point then. You supposedly inquired of the brothers Finkelstein about a certain dagger. Might I have a look at it?
Of course. Can you tell me anything about it, my lady?
Many things. It is a pugio, a dagger used by Roman legionaries. It is at least 1,500 years old and belongs to me, although it never made its way into my hands.
I don't understand.
A certain merchant imported it for me. Unfortunately, Nantel was not able to collect it. The merchant, in good faith, gave the dagger to a woman wearing the necklace of my missing servant.
My lady, are you suggesting that someone impersonated your servant to acquire the dagger?
A pugio is not worth much. I believe this person wanted to hurt me. They collected the dagger from the merchant and then threw it away, which is why you found it. Ultimately, however, the blade found its rightful owner. Give it to me, please.
Sadly, I cannot return it to you, Countess. The dagger was used to perform a bloody ritual. It constitutes evidence of a crime. I must keep it until the investigation is over.
Yes, I heard about the poor girl found near the inn.
My lady, do you have any idea as to who might have killed the harlot?
Sadly, I don't. I imagine the Cardinal tried to accuse me of this crime. I hope that you didn't pay it any mind, Master. I've been helping the least fortunate for years. Thus, the claim that I murdered a poor Jezebel on a whim is an insult to my dignity.
What is your opinion of the Cardinal, Countess?
His Eminence is a leech, possessed by a lust for wealth. He's poisoning the town instead of healing it. Beware of him, Inquisitor, as he can be cruel and soulless. His beliefs border on heresy. He thinks that humankind is inherently evil, and hence deserves annihilation.
That is a serious accusation, Countess. Can you support it with evidence?
Sadly, I can't. The Cardinal said it to me many years ago in a private conversation. Do go to his office, though. I'm sure His Eminence's private correspondence will confirm my words.
Easier said than done.
Follow the example set by our Lord, Master Madderdin. Ability is born from desire.
My lady, I noticed that you have an interest in antiquity.
Undoubtedly, yes.
Is that a passion of yours?
More like my life's purpose. I am a devout follower of Christ's teachings, so I study them in every way I can.
I don't understand. You study the mysteries of faith by collecting old sculptures and paintings. How does that work?
It's simple, really. By surrounding myself with items that may have been in the presence of our Lord, it is as if I am communing with our Lord himself.
Would you be willing to tell me the name of the merchant who imported the Pugio for you? I'd like to talk to him.
I'm sorry, Master Madderdin, but I cannot do this. I promised him discretion.
I insist, Countess.
I gave him my word, Inquisitor, and I do not intend on breaking it for you.
My lady, have you heard anything about a vampire lurking in the town?
I know nothing about that. I've only heard that you're looking for it. You'll find answers to many of your questions in the Cardinal's office, Master Madderdin. I know it's not an easy place to infiltrate. Nevertheless, you should try, for all our sakes.
My lady, the guests have arrived.
Farewell, Inquisitor. I hope we meet again.
And I hope we don't. The exit is over there, Inquisitor.
Moment of truth. Well, I'll be. It really is Sureskin. So the Cardinal lied to me. He didn't get the Sureskin from the Pope. He's making it himself. I wonder who else lied to me. There's only one way to find out.
Two frees.
Not even a child would buy that story about the dagger you told the Inquisitor.
And the one you told him was better, eh?
4 5s.
Fucker. Mine was the only one with any credibility to it. Yours were only good for arse-wiping.
The important thing is, we completed the task we were paid good money for.
Ha ha ha! A single 2. I was afraid Nonto would tell him something.
She doesn't know anything. Besides, she wouldn't have said a word without the Countess's say-so.
3 6s. Think he's as sharp as they say.
Sharper than you, that's for sure. Fuck. Just a pair of 1s.
I hear he fights well.
He wouldn't be a match for us.
Ah! 5 fools!
The commander of the Cardinal's soldiers said he drew a blank card from the deck of St. Timerius.
What's the meaning of that?
And what's the meaning of the 3 kings that the Cardinal, Ingvar and Reuchlin drew a few years ago? There's no meaning, you dopes. They didn't become kings, did they?
4 2s.
Fuck the lot of them.
3 3s.
Shame you didn't strike a deal with the blind man.
I would have sold him that chess set if not for the snotty girl that came with him. The little shit immediately saw that the pawns were damaged.
What good is a chess set to a blind man?
Who cares?
Who won?
Nobody. Each of us has 63 points.
Impossible. You cheated, imp.
It's always the same with you lot. Fuck the both of you.
Damned unworld will be the death of me one day. The triplets took me for a ride. They'll pay dearly for it. A red coat. Let's see where this tunnel leads. No sign of the redcoat. The Mummer's parade has begun. The revelries are in full swing.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Come, my king. Let the revelries begin.
It's high time I had words with the brothers Finkel.
Stein. By the Lord's sword.
Tis a bad omen. Satan's work. And a harbinger of coming calamities.
It's just a cloud. Nothing more.
I know of what I speak. We'll all end up like the innkeeper.
End up?
You haven't heard. Someone cut off the poor man's head.
What? Where?
There. Behind the stables.
Hello, Master Madderdin. I'm guessing you already know what happened.
Bad news always travels quickly. Get her out of here.
They killed him! They killed my beloved husband!
Who found the body?
A farmhand working the stables.
Have you questioned the locals?
Nobody saw anything. But I'm positive that the innkeeper was killed somewhere else. The body was moved here afterwards.
Indeed. He was beheaded and gutted like a hog. There are no traces of blood. The sheath is missing its dagger. The innkeeper claimed it never left his side. Did you search the area?
We did. Didn't find anything, though.
Again, a figure in red. Is this the doing of one of your men?
A farmhand. He's still green. Probably still shaking with fear.
The killer cut out the liver.
How do you know that?
I studied anatomy at the Academy of the Inquisitorium.
The harlot was also disemboweled. Do you think the same degenerate murdered the innkeeper?
It's possible.
Captain!
What are you doing here? You should be standing guard by the dungeons. Speak, man! What happened?
The hangman's lost his mind! He killed everyone!
What do you mean, everyone? Speak more clearly.
The guards you sent, they wanted to take off his mask, and he slaughtered them. All 6.
He did what?
Soon after they came, the merchant's son arrived. Merchant that Master Inquisitor ordered to be locked up in the dungeons. The boy said the hangman would kill his father, because the witch they'd burnt at the stake cast some sort of curse on his mask.
And? What did you do?
What were we supposed to do? He was talking nonsense, so we smacked him. Then we unlocked the entrance to the dungeons, and the boys went in to get that bloody mask. A moment later, I heard their screams. I've no words to describe it.
Did you see the bodies?
No. I dared not go inside.
So, perhaps they're still alive. If it's truly magic, Master Madderdin, then I must ask for your aid. My men's efforts will be for naught against magic. Only you can handle such a threat. Follow my man into the dungeons, I will follow shortly with all the guards I can muster.
Let's go, Master.
Are you gonna save my father, Master?
I will do what I can.
We didn't tell you everything. The witch we took the mask and outfit from, she cast a curse before she died.
Do you remember what she said?
She screamed from the flames that the jester's mask would turn all who wear it mad, and that my father would die by a merry executioner's hand. But come morning, I heard about Roland's madness. It was then I understood that the curse was real.
What must I do to break the curse? The witch must have said. Else the curse wouldn't take hold.
I don't know. I swear.
All saints be damned. Let's go. Maybe we'll manage to save someone.
No, no, no. I'm not going in there.
Damned coward. Fine. I'll go alone.
Oh, I missed. We have a tie. On this throw, my victory hangs. Victory is mine! But what now? Quiet is my purgatory. None are here to praise my glory. But act I must. I shan't be idle. Merchant guts will be my bridle.
That mask must come off. But how to do it? Sneak up on him, or lay our cards on the table? Master Roland.
Mordimer! Look at my creations! All my skill went into them, so much so they're each a gem. Look and marvel, then, pray tell, would Christie's fall under their spell?
I'm not here to admire the results of your work.
What brings you to me, then?
Your mask, Hangman. Take it off and hand it over freely, or I will take it by force.
Inquisitor, pure strength alone is not enough to seize my throne. But, as they say, good hosts suffer most. If you are to be my guest, I shall give you all the best. I'll caress you with my sickles. Grow your smile with their fun tickles. Only can tear away this wicked mask that holds its sway. Over body, over mind. It truly has me in a bind.
The curse cast by the witch must have been powerful. Otherwise, the mask wouldn't have taken hold of the executioner's mind. I wonder, how can it be broken? The merchant's son claimed not to know. All others who might have known are dead. The unwalled is my only option. The executioner's flute. There's no magic in it, but I didn't sense any in the mask either. Our Father, who art our King, bereave us of our weakness, lest we forgive those who trespass against us, and draw out evil from darkness, so we may be vanquished in thy name. Amen.
What's going on? What am I doing here?
Remember me, knave?
By the nails and thorns. It's you!
I told you we'd meet again.
Impossible! You're dead! I burned you at the stake! Be gone, foul spirit! Be gone!
I will go. Once the curse is carried out.
What? What curse?
Your boy didn't tell you? Odd. I'm sure he heard it. Shh. Don't worry. The hangman will introduce you to it shortly. Now this poem must be spoken, lest it leaves me dead and broken. Listen then, for it's important. He who dons this mask of jesters is bound to see his madness fester. He will snicker, rhyme, and cheer, dancing, prancing, full of cheer. He will even play the flute. Quite a spirited pursuit. The mask makes all who wear it stronger. Rights are righter, wrongs are wronger. Muscles bursting at the seams, but there's nothing there but dreams. For to wear it is to die. Hear my curse, my final cry. You as well will feel its hold. Lo! Your punishment foretold by your merry hangman friend. With legs cut off, your life will end. How to change this dreadful plight? Plea with God, beseech his might. For only when his grace is gifted can this curse be ever lifted. Wait! Wait! Wasn't I the main attraction? Time to move from words to action.
It's over. The executioner is dead.
What of my men?
Slaughtered.
Damned witches and their spells! Damn them to hell! By the Lord's wrath! What is that stench?
It's your man. He didn't help me, though I asked him to. He stood here the entire time, in soiled breeches. You should dismiss him from service, Captain.
I'll do just that. There's no room for cowards in the guard. Remove this scoundrel from my sight!
What of my father? How is he?
I'm sorry, lad. The executioner quartered him.
Quartered him? So the stand is mine now? This is the merchandise!
What the fuck? Has he gone mad?
My prayers have finally been answered. Stupid daddy won't be ordering me around anymore. He can throw his stinking bones to the dogs. I shit on them!
Little fucker. Merciless Mary! He'll tear out his throat.
It is God's will.
Let him go! Let go!
He's gone.
Why did you let it happen, Inquisitor?
Animals are driven by instinct, which is the foundation for the divine law of nature. Man should not go against it.
I don't understand. Friend's not aggressive.
It's not his fault, Scamp. He just felt the holy call of blood. It wouldn't have happened if the merchant's boy hadn't tormented him.
Oh, so that's how it was. The dog paid the brat back in kind. Well, I'd be lying if I said I felt sorry for the lout. Are you feeling all right, Master Madderdin? You don't look well.
I'm fine, just tired.
I have something that will pick you right up. Take a swig.
What is this?
The Devil's Vintage from the Polish Kingdom. It burns your throat, but it'll get your blood pumping all right. You just need to drink it in moderation, lest enthusiasm triumph over reason.
Strong stuff.
'Tis good, though. You'll feel it shortly.
I shall leave you here, if you don't mind. I must have words with the brothers Finkelstein.
Go, go. I have no further need of you here. Beware of the triplets. Greedy bastards can be treacherous.
Yes, I have already experienced that. Where are the brothers?
How should I know, my lord? They've probably fucked off somewhere.
Talk, or you'll be explaining to your employers why their warehouse caught fire.
They went to the take-your-breath-away whorehouse. They took some brat with them.
They took a brat to a whorehouse?
It was probably about some major deal. The brothers always talk business there.
I know where it is.
Have you been following me, Scamp?
It's a small town, Inquisitor.
Yes, I've heard that before.
I'll take you to the brothel for 1 silver angel.
So be it.
Let's go.
Hasty Greta is going with me.
The fuck she is? You had her last time. It's my turn now.
Don't argue. Let the ladies decide for themselves.
The fuck are you then? Uncle Good Advice?
Yeah, you're not choosing today, so shut your trap.
Well, the Inquisitor. We were just talking about you.
You've played me for a fool. You knew where the dagger I asked you about came from. Yet you still concealed the truth.
Nothing is free in this world, Master Madderdin.
Inquisitors don't pay for information. They ask questions and sooner or later, they get answers.
Well, you won't be getting any answers from us.
There isn't enough room here for long weapons. I'll handle this. Wait outside with the girls. I'll join you in a minute.
Fatso got done quick! Oh, fuck! Get ready to meet the Creator, fucker!
As I've already said, I have a few questions.
You won't learn anything from me, Inquisitor.
I'll happily show you just how wrong
you are. Inquisitor! Drop your weapon! I said, drop your weapon!
Put the crossbow down, son, before it's too late.
I'm not your son! You killed the only person who could call me that!
Don't forget God, boy. He is a father to us all. Christ said...
He said that the right to vengeance is sacred. I was reminded of that by one of the brothers Finkelstein this morning. when I was paying them to slit your throat.
You don't have the right against me, boy. I'm an Inquisitor. I carry out the Lord's will.
I don't care. I'm about to watch you die.
Have you killed a man before?
I'll do it. You'll see.
It's easy to order an assassination. But to do the killing yourself, that is an entirely different matter.
Don't come any closer, or I'll do it. You'll see. Stop. I'll kill you if you don't stop.
Enough of this. Give me the crossbow. Blast it! He sank to the bottom.
What's going on? Where am I?
Calm down. I'll explain everything soon. You're sitting in an inquisitorial chair. It's a marvelous invention. It gives encouragement and motivation to those unwilling to speak. See this crank? Once I start turning it, iron spikes will slowly begin to protrude from the holes in the seat. They're very sharp. The more I turn the crank, the further they'll extend. First, they'll pierce your clothes and your skin. Then, they'll go through your guts and your balls. They won't stop until they come out the other side. Of course, I will take my time. I'll use the Inquisitor's medley. It's the most effective method for conducting an interrogation. Question, pain. Question, pain. Question, pain. It proceeds as such, methodically and without emotion, until the desired result is achieved. So, do you still claim I won't learn anything from you?
Go get donkey fucked, Inquisitor!
Think about it. I don't want to keep torturing you, but I will if you leave me with no choice. And believe me, I won't stop with the chair. So what will it be? Are you going to tell me about this dagger willingly? Or am I going to have to force you?
The pommel comes from the ancient city of Tanis. According to legend, it was crafted from a star that the god Seth struck from the sky for Egyptian priests. As far as I know, it was used to perform magic rituals. After Egypt had been conquered by the Romans, the dagger made its way to a centurion, who changed the pommel and ground down the blade to shape it into a pugio.
How do you know all this?
From Reuchlin. Countess Isabella commissioned us to find the blade 2 years ago. The old man worked with her back then. He told us what the dagger looked like. He also told us its history, pointed out the locations where it might have been hidden.
I've conducted many interrogations in my life, but none have ever gone this smoothly. Clearly, I'm becoming a master of persuasion. Finkelstein mentioned Wakeling. It keeps coming up. I think I should have a look at his grave. I might find some answers there.
I've told you everything you wanted to know. Let me go. Let me go! Do you hear me?
Reuchlin's corpse. I don't understand any of this anymore. What's the significance of that damn grave? It must be important if Jesus keeps showing it to me in visions. The Unworld. I'd rather not go there, but it's the only place where I'll learn the truth. I hope the Unworld doesn't turn me into one of these skulls. Our Father, who art our King, bereave us of our weakness, lest we forgive those who trespass against us, and draw out evil from darkness, so we may be vanquished in thy name. Amen.
Speak.
The innkeeper's wife claims that her husband received a message from you, my lady. She doesn't know who delivered it. The innkeeper didn't say where he was going either. He just left, saying he'd be back soon.
So I was right. The necklace thief impersonated my servant again. The innkeeper wouldn't have trusted anyone else.
The last person to see him was Amelia, the little one running all over the place. She was of the opinion that the innkeeper was headed to the graveyard.
Have you confirmed that?
I discovered a pool of blood near Reuchlin's grave.
I was afraid of that. What else have you learned?
Harlots from the Take Your Breath Away whorehouse told me how the Inquisitors slaughtered the brothers Finkelstein.
So he did sniff something out. Well, he won't learn much if he slaughtered them.
Madderdin only killed 2, Hans and Aaron. He dragged an unconscious Jonas to the dungeons.
That's not good. If he tortured him, then he already knows that the Pugio is one of the 3 blades from Calaga. The question is whether he realizes what they are.
That's not all. Another cloud has appeared in the sky.
Another one? So quickly?
Yes, my lady.
Then we shouldn't tarry any longer. We must act!
Brother Marold.
Welcome, Master Mordimer. What brings you here this time?
Questions.
He who asks a question does not err easily.
Have you heard of the 3 blades from Calaga?
3 blades from Calaga? Not that I recall. Ask Brother Lothar. Maybe he'll know something. He's sitting over there, at the end of the hall.
The place is strangely calm. Have the monks seen the clouds that have appeared in the sky?
Ha! They don't scare us. They look like Satan's work, and he's got no power over us. And if it's God that sent them, well, we'll happily obey his will.
Hello, Brother Lothar.
Master Madderdin.
Forgive the interruption, but I need your help. Do you know where the city of Caliga is?
No one knows the exact location. It's not even certain whether the city existed. According to legend, it was founded by Tiberius's legionnaires, who survived the battle for Rome. Hunted by the invincible army of the faithful, they supposedly made their way to the far north and settled there.
Have you heard of the blades from Caliga?
No, Master, I know nothing of them. Try speaking to the librarian. There might be a book or two on the three blades.
You're lying, brother. I never mentioned the number of blades. How do you know there are 3?
Well, there's a certain apocrypha. However, I don't know if I can tell you about it.
I'm an Inquisitor, Brother Lothar. There is nothing you cannot tell me.
Very well. You probably know that Jesus thrice fell during the way of the cross.
Of course. Every Christian knows this.
According to the apocrypha, Jesus did not fall under the weight of the patibulum he was carrying. He fell because he was wounded by 3 legionnaires who were leading him to Golgotha. Gaius cut Jesus' arm with a dagger, Cassius stabbed his thigh with a sword, and Longinus thrust a spear into his calf.
3 blades. I ventured that the legionnaires were among the Romans who founded the city of Caliga.
Not just among them. They commanded them. The name of the city is an amalgamation of the first letters from their Latin names. C.A. from Cassius, L.O. from Longinus, and G.A. from Gaius. Caliga.
Why is the church keeping this a secret?
First, it is not known whether the Apocrypha is genuine. Other sources do not bear the information it contains. Second, it was deemed unreasonable to spread rumors about the existence of weapons that wounded God. The blades, if they exist, may harbor great power. No one knows what could happen if they fell into the wrong hands. Luckily, they've never been found.
Thank you, Brother Lothar. You've helped me greatly.
Merciless Mother of God, watch over us.
It's the apocalypse! Run for your lives!
We're all gonna die!
Run to your homes, people! Run!
Blood.
By the Lord's sword.
This must be some sort of code. His hands are empty. Swollen belly. The mayor had gastric problems. Vengeful Jesus. His heart's been cut out. He smells of wine. Probably tried to cure himself with it. A necklace with the coat of arms of Königstein. What's this? A card from the deck of St. Timerius. It appears as if it fell from the mayor's hand. Justice. I wonder who the mayor's target for it was. Ingvar watches over the cards, which means that he is either involved with the murder, or someone is trying to cast suspicion on him.
I can't trust anyone anymore. There are spies everywhere.
every citizen of Königstein could be involved in this intrigue. Even Captain Bertram. I pretend not to know or see anything, but that's only for appearances. They know I'm following their actions. I must be careful. There are two vying factions in Königstein. One is called the Cult, the other the Sabbath. The Cult is a group of Christian fanatics who consider themselves followers of the true faith. In their view, humanity is permeated with a primordial evil that causes Satan to grow ever stronger. They believe that exterminating humanity is the only means of vanquishing the devil. This is why they seek to bring about the apocalypse. The Sabbath has a different goal. It is a mysterious group founded by the first Christians who believed that Jesus should have died on the cross for humanity's sins. They believe that Jesus was possessed by the devil, who forced him to descend from the cross. The black magic that was then unleashed tainted the world. They believe that the only way of restoring the disrupted order of things is to kill Jesus. I admit that bringing about the apocalypse seems just as absurd as killing Christ, who's been dead for centuries. But what if there's a grain of truth to it all? I know that both groups seek to achieve their goals with the 3 blades from Caliga. I didn't manage to discover the nature of these blades. One of my spies managed to determine only that Johannes Reuchlin could have been connected to all of this. The old medic got drunk at the inn once. He was bragging that he would soon change the face of the world. He also mentioned he'd become immortal. No one took his words seriously. However, there's no doubt that Reuchlin's sudden death and his funeral were very odd. Long ago, Johannes was a close associate of Countess Isabella. Then he became one of His Eminence's men. Ingvar could probably tell me exactly what his master was dealing with. Alas, the medic is protected by the Cardinal. I cannot interrogate him.
Fortunately, an Inquisitor can do what a mayor cannot.
We keep running into each other, Inquisitor.
This time it's a happy coincidence.
A silver angel? For what?
For delivering a message. Tell the Countess that I must speak to her about the 3 blades from Caliga. Can you remember that?
Sure.
I'll be waiting for an answer at the clinic.
Is something wrong with you?
No. I just need to talk to Ingvar. Run along now.
It's the Inquisitor!
'Tis true.
Kill the horse, son!
Of necromancy and the arcane art of soul transplantation. Well, well. Someone's been dabbling in black magic. A spell allowing one to transplant a human soul into another body opposes the laws of nature. For this reason, its magic does not last. It needs to be strengthened with the blood of a fallen angel until the soul is permanently bound to a body. It is a long process. However, it can be hastened by feeding the fallen one human entrails, thus making his blood more potent. The mystery of the murders has been solved. Ingvar was performing a transplantation ritual. He needed the victim's organs to make the fallen angel's blood bind the soul to its new host. I wonder how he managed to gain control over him. Whose soul did he transplant? And who supplied the body? And what is that? The markings look like those after opening a door. By the nails and thorns, an Enochian circle. Whatever the purpose that drove its creation, it will not be easy to get Ingvar to reveal it. I'll learn more quickly in the Umworld. Our Father, who art our King, bereave us of our weakness, lest we forgive those who trespass against us. Draw out evil from darkness, so we may vanquish it in thy name. Amen.
Let each man prove that they remain worthy of leading the cult. The three kings. Perfect. Now speak.
The circle is ready. When the moon rises, we shall perform the summoning ritual.
The Countess's servant has already been sacrificed. We can feed the fallen one her innards.
Everything is proceeding according to plan. The girl's necklace will allow Johannes to intercept the dagger.
The spear remains the only problem. We still don't know how to obtain it.
Do not concern yourselves with that. The third blade will soon fall into our hands. I have personally made sure of that.
Ingvar, the Cardinal, and Liliana. I did not see the faces, but those were their voices. They're the figures in the red coats. They committed all the murders. Each of them drew a king from the deck of St. Timerius. Even Liliana. Odd. The brothers Finkelstein claimed that Ingvar, the Cardinal, and Reuchlin drew the cards of kings. By the Lord's sword, Liliana is Reuchlin. Ingvar transplanted his soul into her. That's why he called her Johannes. Otherwise, a queen card would have appeared in her hand. I must interrogate Ingvar and find out the nature of the three blades from Caliga and why these damned kings want them so badly.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear. I must admit, Inquisitor, you've managed to impress me. I figured that you'd show the Pugio to the brothers Finkelstein, which is why I pay them to mislead you. But, despite all that, you still managed to learn of the existence of the three blades from Caliga. Brother Marrow told me you've been inquiring about them. Do you know what these blades are?
They're the weapons the Roman legionnaires used to wound Christ during his ascent to Golgotha.
That's correct. What you don't know, however, is the purpose that we intend to use them for. I will gladly tell you. You only need to decide whose side you're on. Are you with us? Or are you with the Countess?
I am on nobody's side. I am the Lord's devoted servant.
I knew you'd say that. You Inquisitors are so predictable. Seize him! Ah!
Let's put an end to this masquerade. I know who you are. The Venerable Ingvar. His Eminence Ansgar von Niedrig. And the beautiful Liliana. Or rather, Johannes Reuchlin.
Hello, Mordimer.
You've managed to learn quite a lot. Bravo.
Why Liliana? What made you choose her?
Well, she was the only one we had on hand.
Johannes was poisoned. Liliana and I found him dying in a cell, but it was too late to save him. I had to use a spell devised by Magnus of Pottvar that allows for the transfer of one's soul into a different body. I extracted the soul from Johannes and implanted it into Liliana.
Thanks to her, we managed to obtain the Pugio. So it all turned out for the best in the end.
You obtained it and lost it.
You are to blame for that, Inquisitor. Remember when we were assaulted in the alley? I hurt my arm there because of you. A seemingly harmless cut became the gate through which Liliana's soul returned to her body. When that idiot figured out she had killed the harlot, she panicked. And for a while, I lost access to her mind. That was when she got rid of the dagger.
Luckily, the blade found its way back to us.
You're followers of the cult. Heretics. Your fate is sealed.
I find your arrogance irritating, Inquisitor. It is you who are on your knees before us, not the opposite.
Wait, Ingvar. Let's give him a chance. Before my soldiers rendered you unconscious, you said that you were not on anyone's side. I hope that you'll change your mind once you understand our goal.
You want to bring about the apocalypse.
It's the only way to purge the world of filth and omnipresent evil. The end must come if we are to have a new beginning.
The wheel has already been set in motion. We have summoned the Four Horsemen into the Unworld.
So that's what the Enochian Circle is for. I thought that you'd summon the fallen angel. But you had gone well beyond that. That's the reason for these accursed clouds. Were the killings also connected to this?
The ritual required human sacrifices.
The Countess's servant had the necklace. The mayor was close to uncovering the truth. And the innkeeper was spying for Isabella. By murdering them, you managed to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And what about the harlot? Why her?
She was an easy and necessary target.
You are fools if you believe you'll be able to control the Horsemen. Once they cross over into our world, they will destroy everything and everyone, including you.
We will not be the ones commanding them. Jesus will.
Jesus?
Everyone thinks that he died centuries ago. But that is not true. Christ only fell into lethargy, and we will soon awaken him.
When our Lord returns to us, the words of the Revelation will be fulfilled. The 4 horsemen will purge the earth of sinners and non-believers. Christ will then lead the followers of the cult to create a new world, one based on the words of the scripture.
How do you mean to accomplish that?
The 3 blades from Caliga are the key. Each of them can be used to open the door to the unworld, where Jesus' slumbering emanation resides.
It is the only weapon with which God can be killed. Its power will make Christ awaken from his lethargy. When this comes to pass, we will hand the blades over to him in an act of offertory, which will make him invincible.
3 gifts from the 3 kings.
The gladius has been in our hands for a long time. We already have the pugio as well. Unfortunately, Isabella still has the hasta.
We plan to take the spear from her by force, but the bitch's palace is a fortress. A small force is enough to defend it. Even a mighty army will break on its walls.
Unlike a man whom she had previously hosted as her guest before.
You want me to steal the 3rd blade for you?
If you do this, you will have the honor of resurrecting Christ Vengeful. Just think, you'll be given an opportunity to commune with the Creator.
I will never join your sect. Release me and hand over the blades from Caliga, and I promise to be merciful. I will give you a quick death.
You are not in the best position to negotiate.
Inquisitors don't negotiate with heretics. They just kill them.
You're wrong. This time, it's the Inquisitor who will die.
We had hoped you would agree to get the hasta for us. But in truth, we don't truly need it. We already have the 3rd blade. We are looking at it right now.
Remember the card you drew from the deck of St. Timerius?
Carte blanche.
That's correct. It was blank because you can replace any other card from the deck with it.
I don't understand.
I'm not surprised to hear that. When I realized we couldn't obtain the 3rd blade, I started looking for an alternative. It was then that I learned that the solution to our problems could be you, Master Madderdin. Yes, it was I who sent the information about the vampire to the Holy Office. I also pulled some strings so that you would be sent to investigate the case. I did so because you carry within you something that will replace the 3rd blade.
You've mistaken me for someone else. I carry nothing within me.
Poor Mordimer. People went to great lengths to make you think that.
It was hidden within you when you were a child. Unfortunately, we're going to have to kill you to extract it.
Why didn't you do that immediately?
That thing has great power. There is a danger that we will not be able to control it. We also believed you would join us. However, you made a different choice. You leave us no choice, Inquisitor. Take comfort in the fact that you'll die by the very weapon that wounded our Lord.
No!
Cut the bindings!
My eyes!
Damned rat!
Spare me, Mordimer. It's the only way to save Liliana.
Kill her, Inquisitor! She's lying.
You will not deceive me, old man.
Die, dog!
You won't stop me, Inquisitor. Come! I summon you!
He's got a weapon! Sick him, friend!
Kill them!
Free at last.
I ordered you to kill them! Do it right now!
You cannot command me. You don't have the feather.
Get out of here!
Pitiful fool. You won't hurt me with that pathetic weapon.
By the Lord's sword! This is hell!
Naive fool! This is but hell's antechamber. Once I defeat you, demons will feast on your soul. Then you will see what true hell is.
I will die if I don't think of something quickly. By the nails and thorns. The mask of the Merry Executioner from Tianan. It's my only hope. It is likely enough that I am going to my doom. The last march of the Inquisitor.
Evil angel, thou art sly. Let us dance now, you and I.
Now this one has fallen truly, though his ego was unruly. Now I hear the mask's vile chatter, telling me to grab my dagger, carve myself with proper swagger. The samurai, their way I'll follow. Soon my stomach I'll have hollowed.
You're scaring me, Inquisitor. Take off that mask and stop fooling around.
That's the pickle that I'm in. I can't remove it without skin. Only God and death have control over the mask. How did you manage to take it off?
I just grabbed it and removed it.
Lucky for me. Speaking in those pathetic rhymes was driving me crazy. How did you get here anyway, Scout?
I came to the clinic as you told me to. You weren't there. But friend picked up your scent and followed it. He's the one that brought me here. And now he's dead.
He died defending you. Like a true friend. Can you tell me what the Countess said in response?
I wasn't able to talk to her. Her guards didn't let me into the palace. I told them I had an important message for her, but they laughed at me.
That's all right. I will handle it myself.
Can I say goodbye to him?
Of course. By the Lord's sword! What's going on here?
The riots in town have gotten worse ever since the fourth cloud appeared in the sky.
Fourth? By the nails and thorns.
What now?
I must get something from the Countess.
I know an underground entrance to the palace. It's the fastest way. Come on, I'll take you.
By the Lord's sword. What happened here?
Are they all dead?
It looks like it. I'll see if anyone survived. You hurry and get help. Those who did this may still be in the palace.
All right.
I think it's Nantal.
Master Madderdin.
Nasty wound. Luckily, it's not bleeding.
Leave it.
What happened here?
It was Isabella. She's the vampire you've been looking for.
The Countess.
When the second cloud appeared in the sky, Isabella ordered me to bring a few paupers from the harbor to the palace. She claimed that His Eminence was a follower of the cult, and that he meant to bring about the apocalypse. I was convinced that she wanted to stop him by stirring up the common folk against him.
But you were wrong.
The Countess led the paupers to a secret chamber and ordered that no one disturb them. After several hours, she emerged from the chamber as a bloodthirsty monster. It was then that I realized that she was a member of the Sabbath, and that she wanted to use the blades from Caliga to carry out her own plan.
How do you know about the cult, the Sabbath, and the Three Blades?
I am a spy for the Holy Office's inner circle. I discovered everything by collecting information about Caliga. You must stop the Countess. Unfortunately, I won't be able to help you. Forgive me.
She's fainted. This might be the entrance to the secret chamber. Open sesame. It's high time I ended this.
Master Madderdin, I see you've managed to acquire the second blade. You've arrived just in time. I could use your help.
Don't be so sure, Countess. I have different intentions.
Hear me out first, then decide.
I know full well who you are, and what you intend. I also know that you will never succeed. You cannot kill Christ. He's already dead.
You don't understand anything, Inquisitor. You didn't see the crucifixion, but I was there. As Jesus ascended Golgotha, I was chosen. I became one of the beings of light, tasked with spreading his word. Unfortunately, Christ succumbed to Satan's whispers. He descended from the cross, though he was supposed to die on it. The black magic that manifested at that moment defiled the world, changing the beings of light into vampires hungering for blood. Those of us who believed that evil could be undone created the Sabbath. For 1,500 years, we've been seeking a solution. And at long last, I have found it.
I will venture a guess and say that your solution is the 3 blades from Caliga.
You think that Christ is dead, but it is not true. His dark emanation exists in the unworld as the murk. I will annihilate it with the Hasta. Then the divine plan will be fulfilled. Jesus will die for humanity's sins. The unworld will become paradise, and light will once again fill the hearts of vampires.
If 1 blade is enough to get the job done, why did you need the others?
Their power was meant to give me the strength necessary to fight the murk. I waited patiently until an opportunity to obtain them could present itself. However, the clouds heralding the coming of the 4 horsemen made me realize that I needed to hurry.
You knew that the cult meant to bring about the apocalypse.
Not the cult, Reiklin. Johannes used to share my beliefs. He even helped me uncover the truth about the blades from Caliga. But then, he lost himself to the foul vision of the world spread by the followers of the cult centuries ago. Johannes infected Ingvar and the Cardinal with it, but he didn't share his full knowledge with them. That is what allowed him to pull the strings. Of the 3 of them, only he posed a real danger.
So you poisoned him?
Unfortunately, it was not effective. When the clouds began appearing in the sky, it became obvious that Ingvar had managed to save Reiklin. I realized then that I had to act with greater haste to gain an advantage over my foes. I only needed the strength that the 3 blades were supposed to grant me. So I did something I desperately wished to avoid. I awoke my vampiric power.
By feeding on human blood.
I hoped that a few paupers would suffice, but I was wrong. The taste of blood stirred dark desires and a hunger that I was not able to control. I had to kill everyone at the palace to satisfy those urges. It is possible that I will burn in hell for this. But if this is the price for restoring the light, then I am ready to pay it. I will face God with my head held high. But first, I will stop the apocalypse.
There will be no apocalypse. Ingvar, Reuchlin, and the Cardinal are dead.
Their death is not enough. The 4 horsemen must be sent back into the void from whence they were summoned. If they remain in the unworld any longer, they will create a gate through which they will cross over into our world, and we will then meet our doom. You know just as well as I do that God did not send you here for nothing. Help me, Inquisitor. Let the Lord's will be done.
I am a servant of God. I will never support heresy. Hand over the spearhead, Countess. If you don't, I will take it from you by force.
Fool! You'll ruin everything! I will not let you! You have won, Inquisitor. But it is not the end. You must send back the horsemen. Remember, an act of sacrifice is the only way.
I hope the Countess wasn't lying when she talked about the strength coming from the 3 blades.
Hey, Inquisitor?
By the Lord's sword! Amelia! I took her to the Unworld with me! Christ merciless. It's begun. The horsemen of the apocalypse are turning the Unworld into a gate. I must stop them. Otherwise humanity is doomed. Said that an act of sacrifice was needed. I hope this will work.
I was too late. She's trapped here forever.
The blaze from Caloga will not help you anymore. Absorbing the horsemen has made us too powerful.
You couldn't have done that. I sent them back into the void.
Poor fool. We planned everything. The cult brought us the 4 horsemen, the Holy Office, and the Sabbath sent you. They all did what we wanted them to.
Who are you? What do you want from me?
We are what people bring here. Our power keeps growing, and we constantly hunger for more. The heralds of the apocalypse were too powerful for us, so we needed someone capable of an act of sacrifice. It was the only way to weaken them. Thanks to you, their power is ours. When we extract it from you, we will become invincible.
The hand of God, and the manifestation of his will, hiding in Amelia's body this whole time. That is why she was able to remove the cursed mask from my face.
Destroy it, Mordimer. It drips with evil.
Will you save the girl?
That is not in my power.
You used her, and now you're leaving her.
Don't be sentimental, Inquisitor. The end justifies the means. You have followed this principle yourself. It allowed you to triumph over your enemies.
The end? You mean the 3 blades from Calaga? Were you here for them? What are they?
Are you asking about this? 'Tis but dust, scamp. But also, so much more.
Who are you? My guardian angel?
Your guardian angel?
Wake up, Inquisitor! There, finally. You were right about the bloodsucker. The damned Countess covered her tracks well. I don't know what miracle let you survive this bloodbath, but believe me when I say that I'm glad to see you in good health.
Miracles come from faith, Captain.
You don't look well. There. Take a swig of the devil's vintage. It'll clear your mind right up.
What's the situation in town?
We managed to restore order with the help of the military from the nearby garrison.
Are the strange clouds still in the sky?
The wind blew them away as we were making our way here.
That's good.
Where's that prying scamp you sent for us? She ran here at breakneck speed.
She's gone.
Huh. Gone without a trace, eh? That's typical of her. If you ask me, she's probably snooping around the palace. Never mind that. What are your plans?
I will go to Rome. I must give the account of all that's happened here to my superiors.
That's quite the journey. Take the devil's vintage with you. It'll keep you warm on the road when the rains come.
Thank you, Captain. You're a good man. I hope we meet again.
Master Madderdin, wait. I believe this is yours.
Burn the damn thing. Or don't. I'll take the mask with me. To escape from nasty scrapes, sometimes naught will do but japes.